All right, hey, welcome back. We're going to talk about something cool today, and if you've seen my channel before and you jumped on some of my videos, you know I teach a lot about dominant 7 arpeggios, but inevitably someone leaves a comment or I get a question or an email about how to combine that with the Mixolydian mode, or say, well, can't you just play G Mixolydian? Yeah, but I kind of view them as almost two different entities. The arpeggio really targets the notes, for instance, over a G7 chord. And then that G Mixolydian sound really kind of tiptoes through some really lovely notes that all work over a dominant 7 chord. The root, the ninth, the third, I'm sorry, the root, yeah, the ninth, the third. We could do the 4th or the 11th, 5th, 6th or 13, so on and so forth. Flat 7. Those notes sound really nice and colorful over that chord. And a student at one point said to me a long time ago, he said, hey, I love the down-home blues stuff, or swing blues, but I also love Jerry Garcia. Can I combine them? I said, sure, at any moment you want to. Stay the course with the dominant 7 arpeggio, for more of your swing blues feel. Or if you want the sort of Jerry Garcia sound, try the Mixolydian. And it's nice, you can really outline the thirds there. And I always talk about scales and modes as being sounds. What sound do you want? Well, that mode sound really pulled us into that Jerry world. But the dominant 7 sound really pulled us into That's why you hear that more with the jazzier bluesy stuff. The Mixolydian, you know, of course they can cross over in between, but I know if you're listening to this and you've heard both of those kinds of sounds before, you're like, there's a switch I can turn on or off, right? So let's take a look at, or listen at least, to me kind of jamming over this track, and I'm going back and forth in between those sounds, and then we'll cut to me kind of outlining that a little bit more for you. Also, one last thing. I'm doing a little bit of an upheaval about how I deliver tabs and tracks, so bear with me, no tab, no track for this lesson today, but if you stop back on all my other videos at some point in the coming weeks, I don't know when you'll be watching this, I'm going to have a new system of the free tabs and tracks that I'll be able to deliver. So fear not, they're coming, they'll be organized, they'll be simple, the link will be for the exact video. I'm cleaning it up, but I'm a one-man show, I can only spin so many plates, all right? Let's take a listen to me jamming over this, and then I'll teach you. All right, so that was my attempt at a little funky one-chord Grateful Dead inspired groove. I have to say that I was late to the Grateful Dead, and then once I watched like the Bob Weir documentary, I thought that, man, this is a really unique group of guys that really had a thing. And it's super cool, and Jerry is just an innovator for sure. And I even got to play up in Mountain View, California, where they would do their New Year's Eve show every year. It was so cool just to see all the stuff that's still backstage that's Dead related for sure. Pretty cool, lots of fun. All right, let's take a look at this track and the arpeggio and the scale. And again, no tab or track available today. I'm working on a new delivery system for that, so bear with me, check back. I'll try to add it to this in the links below. And by the way, links below are in a little section called Show More on YouTube. You'll see a bunch of stuff there in the time being. All right, so the dominant 7 arpeggio, I've taught this a bunch. You'll see it in a bunch of my videos. In G, we're going to start here with this G7 chord. We're going to outline those notes. So it's going to be G. Pay attention to my fingerings. I'm going to move a little quickly through this since I've taught it a bunch. G, B, D, F, and that's 6, 5, 5, 4 on the strings, frets 3, 2, 5, 3. And those notes are G, B, D, and F, and those are the notes that are in the chord. And then it's just another octave of that. G, B, D, and there's your triad, and the pinky grabs the F. G, B, D, F, and then G on the top there. So think of a little staircase triad, strings 4, 3, 2, frets 5, 4, 3. Add the pinky to the F note on the 6th fret. Yep, I'm doing this so fast, I even remember where my hands are going. It's amazing. I had to catch myself. And then of course the root on the top. Sounds like this. So if we heard that over the track, just the arpeggio. Here we go. Take it from the middle. I like to slide into some of those notes. You don't always have to play it from the root, play it from the B, the third. One of my videos, we added pentatonics to it. Right? Got it? Okay. Now let's talk about that G Mixolydian mode in this particular spot. So basically you can think of it in a number of different ways. I'm not going to teach you all about modes in this video. Just know that the scale, it consists of these notes: G, A, B, C, D, E, F, and then G. Now a normal G major scale would be all those same notes with an F sharp, but hear how that doesn't sound right. That major 7 just doesn't sound good against the track. So you play the Mixolydian mode, which has the flat 7 and still all those same notes, and it sounds like butter. So you can outline the 3rd, 5th, flat 7, take it up an octave, so you can get more of the sing-songy melodic quality going on with that, and then you can switch gears and go to more of the bluesy kind of thing like I was doing before. So we'll start Mixolydian this time. Let's try it here. So I can create a little melody. Arpeggio. Mixolydian. More sing-songy Jerry S. finish it off with pentatonic. So now you have a lot of options just over that one little G7 chord, right? Another thing cool about the mode thing is if you see the arpeggio within it, in that scale, you can also start to target some of those more interesting notes. Like if we just took it from the G and we went G, A, B, the A is like, think of it as the 9, B is the 3rd, you can think of the C as the 4th or maybe the 11th, the D is the 5th, the E is the 13, and then the F is the flat 7. So you can hear all those notes and feel the color and flavor of them against this one chord. So here's the root. You know what the root sounds like? G. That was 1 to 9 or 2. Third really sticks it together. 4th or 11th. Wants to go back to 3rd for sure. How about the 5th? It's okay. 5th works, it's in the chord. How about 5th, 4th, 3rd? Great little spot. I might like to do something. Yeah. Maybe scale, maybe arpeggio now. My brain's always thinking that way. I'll do that riff again. Blended the two, but they came from both of those angles. So now how about the 13th? Big Jerry thing right there. 13 flat 7, 9. About flat 3rd, pentatonic scale. You have all these kind of chromatic things happening now. Blue note. It just depends on how you want to emphasize it. You're the leader of this. You get to choose, okay? There is nobody saying, you know, you got to play this over this, you got to play this over that. You want to channel your inner Jerry? Go for it. You want to channel your inner T-Bone Walker all night? Go for it. You want to channel your inner Clapton, whoever, Jimmy Page, you know, whether it's Otis Rush, Albert King, B.B. King, it doesn't matter. We could be any of those types of people over top of a track like this, as long as we sort of spend enough time sort of digesting the language a little bit. And I think this is a good thing to talk about to really delineate between a Mixolydian type approach, an arpeggio type approach, a pentatonic scale type approach. And also, somebody will say, what about triads? Well, to me, triads are in the arpeggio, so it's already a given that they're there. And all those notes live in the Mixolydian mode or scale as well. Okay, cool. This was a lot of fun. I just kind of came up with this and I was like, man, it was all about that one student, so he knows who he is. When he sees this, he'll get it. So if you want to sound like Jerry, go towards that Mixolydian thing, lean on that. More of the down-home blues, lean on more of the arpeggios, and then experiment and have fun with both of them, okay? I hope that cleared some stuff up for you. It was a lot of fun for me to do. And if you sat through this lesson and you're like, I like this guy, I like where he's going, there's more to come. All you gotta do is subscribe to the channel, ring the bell so you know when I put out new content, and please leave me a comment and let me know what you think. I try to respond to everybody as much as possible, but man, it gets busier the more videos you put out. So bear with me. Also, tab and track, not available at the moment. I'm working on a new system of delivery that will be a lot easier. And when that happens, get on my mailing list. I'll let you know. And there's going to be boatloads of stuff available for free that you guys can have, and they'll correspond to all my back videos. It's going to take a while, but we're going to do it. It's going to be fun. All right, thanks for hanging with me. I'm Corey Congilio. I'll see you on the next lesson.